Hey everybody, this I guess is the fourth part to the silver analysis. And I was thinking today that I was looking back earlier this year, February, when silver fell to 14 per ounce. And it was down quite steadily in a short period of time, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. This is the volatility that I want. And am I going to believe that your move lower is legit? And then I was stating, well, maybe these metals lost value in its supply and demand. And, well, obviously, I know that's not the case because the market doesn't trade on true supply and demand. Therefore, the price was going higher 21, 25, 28, 30. Hey, it's going up the same way it was going down within the paper contracts, the paper buying, the paper selling, the commodities exchange, the London bullion market. It's how they do it. Now, is that a logical way of doing things? And well, I guess we know that. I'm just thinking of some of my older investments that I made. This is an example of one of them. Yeah, hockey cards and baseball, basketball, football. I felt the boom and bust cycle less than 2 decades ago. These things got really popular, but they were an investment. You hold on to these things, you don't rip these corners. They're going to be valuable. That's what's so good. Now, this is Ryan Walter, and he wasn't a Wayne Gretzky by any means, but hey, if this happened to be a Wayne Gretzky card, hey, they told you it was worth real money. So now let's look at the real tangible value of this. It's a piece of, you could say paper, but it's actually cardboard. It contains a few statistics on the back, a photo, a piece of history more than anything. That's its real tangible values. Then the tangible values of paper, money. Well, it's a piece of paper. This is cardboard, and this is it's a nice kind of paper. I kind of like this artwork better than this artwork myself, and I guess they both contain history within it. Now, say a silver eagle. What's tangible about this? Well, it's a piece of actual physical silver. It can be melted, used in any way. It's got some pictures on it, and it's also a piece of history. So I guess no matter which one of these three I take, I'm going to get history. Now, as far as liquidating any of these three, these babies, you got to find a buyer, and it's not the easiest, especially for a 1984-85 OPC Ryan Walter card. That's going to be hard to do. Now, liquidating this is extremely easy. All you got to do is you got to go to a store and give this to a clerk. They'll probably understand what it looks like and know what to do with it. The dangers you have is that as the days, weeks, months, and years go by, you might get less than what you used to get. Now, as far as liquidating these, I guess for now you can put in ads in newspapers, on the internet, Craigslist, Kijiji, eBay, that sort of deal. Go to coin dealers and try to put in offers for selling these things. And maybe just maybe, we might, we might see more people getting into the silver. They might not have much of a choice as the crumbling down of the currencies. What will inflation do? People aren't going to be able to afford all of these things. They'll be looking into other assets, and you cannot ignore silver going to 18 to 30. Well, maybe you can ignore that. How about 18 to 40? How about 50, 60, 70? And that's what I feel, that when you get to that 50-ish level, not really the 30, 40, but the 50 level, that's when the next wave will come in. And by the time the sheep, as it's been so much quoted, get in, it'll probably be already in the 160, 180 range, and thus liquidating it very easily might become almost as easy as liquidating these today. We'll have to wait and see on that matter, but I know this boomed and it bust. This is boomed and it will bust. And at most certainly silver is going to bust too. But that bust period could be 200 years after I'm dead for all I know. It could take a while, and I think it would take less than that, but I really would be surprised if the value of a physical bullion coin gets majorly depleted in the next so many weeks, months, years, decades, and even centuries for that matter. That doesn't mean it can't go up to, say, 2,000, 3,000, and then somehow the currency gets restored and it's back to 500 or whatever. I don't know how it would all play out, but I still know that we're in that cheap period of time frame. This is still being manipulated by the powers that be, if you will, and the bank runs that are going on, if you will. I heard this thing on Russia Today with Karl Denninger where they talk about getting out of your big banks and putting it into local small banks. I'm not a fan of the small banks, as I'm not a fan of the big banks. If you're to get out of the dollar, that means you get out of any kind of currency, whether it be paper or whether it be digital. And you'd rather have paper over digital anyway, because you still need to have some, as long as it's still easy to liquidate, which it is as of December 7th, 2010. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, or I'm going to end because the phone's ringing. Thank you for watching.